There are many things to like about soy. There are also many potential red flags. In this video, we're going to look at soy objectively. We're going to look at data that you will not see in other videos. What's obviously nice is the current momentum. We are up more than 100% just in the last month alone. What's also nice is that SoyScan provides a lot of data, direct on-chain data of the usage of the chain. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that data is very, very volatile. For example, this is the number of new accounts. This chart starts in April of last year, and sometimes we've got spikes even beyond 10,000 new accounts in a day. Then we've got other days where we are down to very, very low levels, like 166 new accounts in a day. Very similar erratic movements can be seen in the number of active accounts and in the number of daily transactions as well. Now, the number of new coins being deployed is a bit less erratic. It's not a huge number, but it tends to grow somewhat consistently. Now, why are we looking at that data in the first place? The idea is to get an estimate of what is demand versus supply. Of course, we can look at supply, and we will. We're going to look at how much is supply expanding in the future. But for demand, we want to get a feeling of how much usage is there for the blockchain. Is there more and more adoption by more and more people? Is there more and more capital that's being attracted to Soy, potentially pushing up the assets of that ecosystem? Now, there is a chart with much less erratic movements, and that's the total value locked on Soy. That's from DeFi Llama, and that went from 36 million in May of last year all the way to 285 million today. Now, one might argue, of course, the total value lock goes up when the price of Soy itself goes up. But that's not the entire story, because you can look at this chart not just in US dollars, but also denominated in Soy tokens. And this also goes up. This is very, very positive. Now, what's causing that rally? It's mainly two applications. It's the Navi protocol and it's FlowX finance. Now, it's important that this growth here is larger than the price growth. So the price growth was 115% in the last month. The total value locked growth of those two protocols was more than that. So this number is denominated in US dollars, and you want to see growth here that shows an inflow of capital, not just an appreciation of the capital that's already in the protocol. So here's the Navi protocol, and this might be a reason why there's so much inflows. Look at this. 20% APY plus some extra for depositing Tether and USDC. If you're bullish on the Soy token itself, you can also deposit that and get a very similar return. So more than 40 million just in stablecoins, another 40 million in native Soy locked here. The other protocol is FlowX Finance. You can stake the FLX token over here and get a 775% APR on that. Here's the performance of FLX relative to Soy. For whatever reason, there was a massive spike on the 2nd of December. But since then, we're pretty much stable against Soy, if not even appreciating. This might not work forever, but right now the party is still going, the music is still playing. Now, this looks all positive. What's the negatives potentially here, right? I try to be as objective as possible. I'm not just a shilling channel that tries to market any kind of tokens. I'm here to show both sides. And the issue potentially could be the expanding supply. Have a look at this. This is token.unlocks.app. And this is the page specifically for Soy. Right now, we've got roughly 1 billion Soy tokens floating. 1 year from now, this will 3x, with massive cliff unlocks happening in May, June, and July. This is not a problem right now, but it can become a problem in the future. The question is, will there be enough people that bet on falling prices of Soy at the time? If that is the case, then potentially the centralized exchanges could even bet against this, buy up a lot of Soy despite the unlock and push up the price, essentially liquidating all the short sellers. So just because there is a token unlock does not necessarily mean that the price has to instantly depress. There can be some manipulation against this, and Soy is pretty strongly in the hands of centralized exchanges. I do expect though that the ups and downs in the price, the volatility, is likely going to increase. And so a lot of trading is currently on Binance, on OKX, on Bybit, on Coinbase, on KuCoin. Gate.io is part of the party as well. It's not only on the spot market, that's also on the perpetual futures market. So there might be at some point some manipulation, especially around those unlocks. For now though, the party music is playing, it's altcoin season, total value locked is increasing, people are jumping on the decentralized exchanges, so this could rally for quite a while further. If you found this useful, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.